Hi, I'm Aaron, an AE here at GrowthGenius. I'm here to talk to you about the split testing, or A/B testing, you can conduct within the GrowthGenius app. Firstly, why do we care about split testing? Well, as salespeople, we are all about results. Split testing helps us to better understand how different tactics and messaging may affect our campaign's key performance indicators, or KPIs, such as open rates or response rates. Here, let me show you how it works. Just remember that before setting up your campaign, you want to make sure that you have a set of contacts associated with that campaign. If you don't remember how to do this, I recommend checking out either the list building or contact uploading video depending on your needs here. Ready to go? Awesome. In the Create Campaign view, you'll want to kick things off by adding your first message. Do this by typing in to the text entry box on the left-hand side. The campaign example we'll be conducting here will be in LinkedIn. If you are working on an email campaign, just make sure that you add in those subject lines. So here, you'll see me adding set of messages to this sequence from a Google Doc. It's always best practice to write and review your copy beforehand so you can assess its flow. Now, once we have that first message in, we're going to create our split. In order to do this, you'll go to the right-hand side of the app where you'll see the email sequence up at the top here. Underneath the sequence, you'll see a blue button saying Add A/B Split, and that's what we'll select. We'll then go into our Google Doc, take our copy, and paste it into our second note. To see if you've successfully added the alternate message as part of your split test, you'll notice on the right-hand side in the message sequencing that there is a message 1A and a message 1B. You aren't limited to a set number of messages in your split, but it's definitely best practice to maintain control over the variables and variety of messages you're running. This is for a couple of reasons. Firstly, when you start a split test, the contact list you've uploaded to the campaign is automatically split in approximately half, where message 1A will be sent to approximately 50% of the contacts, and message 1B will be sent to the remaining 50%. As you can imagine, the more messages you test, the further you'll limit the contact pool being reached by each message. Secondly, you'll have a better idea of the results and effectiveness of each message if you're comparing them on a one-to-one basis. Now that we have our split set up, I'm just going to finish adding the rest of the messaging to this sequence. So here, I will add in a second message for once the first message is accepted or the connection request is accepted. And we'll set it to be sent 10 minutes after that is accepted, because LinkedIn tends to be a platform where there's a lot of back and forth and constant messaging. We want it to feel organic and also have that immediacy. Now, if we haven't received a response to say that message, we'll have a third message in our sequence sent 4 days after that message as a quick follow-up and reminder that we would like to speak with that prospect. And voila, we have our sequence with our message 1A, 1B split test set up. Now, recall that the objective of split testing is to determine how different tactics can affect results. Once your split test is live, you are able to track its performance within the GrowthGenius app, as you'll see on the right-hand side here, with a number of metrics populating based on the campaign that was set up and the contacts that we sent our messages to. Open and accepted rates can provide an indication of the effectiveness of your subject line or hook, while the reply rates will help provide you with an indication of how effective the entire contents of the message are. Here you can see a split test that occurred in the first message sent to prospects, same one that we set up earlier. You'll see that the message was split across approximately 514 contacts in the campaign, with 297 receiving message 1A and 217 receiving message 1B. You'll also notice how many people accepted the message in both cases, and notice that message 1B yielded the higher reply rate as well as the higher acceptance rate. As you can see here, the power of split messaging is that it allows us to appropriately assess what messaging is stronger and therefore applying those learnings to our future campaigns. Taking a look at the contents of message 1A, we can see that the approach used was a little reserved, speaking about researching our custom field 6, custom field 4, and asking for a connection here. However, in message 1B, there's a more direct approach taken where we're specifically saying that we've worked with people in custom field 6, custom field 4 to help with their data analytics. So it's a bit more direct in our messaging, and that might be an indicator of why this message had a slightly higher response rate. Always important to note these key differences. So this has been a quick overview of split testing in the GrowthGenius app. If you have additional questions, please feel free to check out our Help Center or contact us directly. Thanks so much.